Hi, my name is Jordan Pulley. I'm 26 years old. I work for an e-commerce business doing kitchen and bath design. I got married to my wonderful husband, Jonathan, August 2018, so we've been married almost a year and a half. Also, roughly 2 months before we got married, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So that is something I've been battling since now the age of 24. Was kind of a new thing to be experiencing, not something I ever imagined myself having to deal with every single day of my life. Was in denial probably about it for a little while, but as I, grew into knowing what I needed for myself and to taking care of my health, I started to grasp a little more of what that meant for me. We've been attending Cedar Crest since April of last year. We had decided as a newly married couple that we wanted to, find a good church home, a place that we could raise our kids one day, a place that we just hadn't been able to find together at this point in our lives yet, with the stress of everything we've dealt with the diagnosis and the wedding planning. That just kind of seemed to get in the way a little bit of trying to really actively find a good church home. We had made a list of all these churches we wanted to visited Cedar Crest one time and never looked back. It was just an immediate connection that we had with everybody here. Van and Kelly are amazing at what they do, and I could tell personally for me that God had been working in my heart and that He was telling me this is where we were meant to be. My life before Jesus, I was actually baptized twice in my life already. So once when I was about 6 years old, I was baptized, and then again at the age of 19, I was actually baptized in the LDS church. My boyfriend at the time was someone who got me very involved in that church, and it was something that molded me in a different kind of way. But I realized after roughly 3 or 4 years of being involved in that church that was not where I was meant to be. It taught me a lot about how working for God's love is not what we're meant to do in this life. We are meant to be able to accept His grace and His love and all the things that He wants to bless us with without having to be perfect. It's crazy how God can work in your life when you actually tear down the walls to let Him do the things that He's meant to do for you. And trying to strive to be perfect is a wall that I think a lot of people put up. It's something that I put up for a long time in my life. And when you finally let Him break down the wall of perfection, it is insane how many wonderful blessings you can receive. I mean, there's no end to what He can do for you. I decided to follow Jesus probably when we first started coming to Cedar Crest. I think that was a big point in my life when I realized that I was ready to get baptized again. I was having to kind of push away the shame or the judgment of, this is your third time getting baptized. Are you really ready to do this? I think that was something that I was feeling other people would feel about me, even though technically what other people feel about me is not really the point of all of this. I know that what God's been doing on the inside of my heart and how He's been working in me is what's most important. And I know without a doubt that I have grown as a person more than I ever have in my life, more than any other church I've been a part of, more than any other point in my life where I've struggled with self-image issues or with my diagnosis or with family members passing away. I am the strongest in my faith than I ever have been. And I know it's because of going through all of those things. I want to get baptized because this is probably the first time in my life that I've allowed myself to feel worthy of God's love. It's been a struggle for me with self-image and trying to feel like I had to be perfect for people around me, much less our Heavenly Father. That's kind of a big thing, I think, that has weighed heavily on me for a long time. And so I think I'm finally in a place to accept His love. I've broken down those walls. I've allowed Him to truly have a relationship with me. My name is Jordan Pulley, and I've decided to follow Jesus.